You know, I consider myself a reasonable man. If something happens with my childhood when it gets remade or reimagined, even if it looks absolutely terrible, sometimes I'll try to give it the benefit of the doubt. I gave Alvin and the Chipmunks the benefit of the doubt. Underdog, Yogi Bear, Smurfs, Car 54, Where Are You? There's so many things that have been remade and I've just let it go. So when they announced they were going to do a reboot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Michael Bay producing, a lot of people of course got upset because, you know, Michael Bay really did some weird things to the Transformers franchise. But I said, you know what? Turtles are a little bit different. They're a little bit crazier. Let's just see what happens. Then when he came out and said, oh, they're going to be alien turtles, and everybody got upset, I was like, well, wait, maybe he was just misunderstood. Maybe he meant that the mutagen was alien and that they were going to be using that to turn the turtles into mutants. Not exactly that they're space aliens. We don't know till we see the actual premise, so let's just hold out. The script got delayed and rejected, and the movie was put on hold. Everyone was like, all right, this is done. This is terrible. I was like, you know what? Maybe they need to go back and rework some things. That could be a good thing. Maybe it was really bad, so they wanted to fix something, make it better before they actually put it out to the public. I can appreciate that. Let's just see what happens. There's a problem when you let something slide so many times. They start to get comfortable, and they start to feel like they can just do whatever they want. Because they feel like no matter what you've thrown at them, you're still giving them a benefit of the doubt. You're still giving them another chance. That's what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did. Megan Fox will be playing April O'Neil in the Ninja Turtles reboot. April O'Neil will be played by Megan Fox. Yes, in case you were wondering, the same Megan Fox that was in Transformers and Transformers 2 and then got kicked off of Transformers 3 is now reuniting with Michael Bay to be April O'Neil in the Ninja Turtles reboot. Of course, he's producing, not directing, so I guess that makes him easier to deal with. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on here. What the hell is wrong with you? Are you absolutely serious? Megan Fox is April O'Neil? You must be the dumbest place in the world, Hollywood. This is the most ridiculous, stupidest, dumbest. Why? Why? Megan Fox, of all the people in Hollywood that you could think of to call up and be like, you're gonna put on some yellow jump pants, you thought of Megan Fox? This is the other people they were thinking about. They were thinking about Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick would have totally been a great April O'Neil, but you know, maybe because Pitch Perfect actually did better than they thought they would, she was like, I got my Twilight money on Pitch Perfect money. I don't need you. Elizabeth Olsen, the only Olsen that knows how to act. She was gonna be considered for April O'Neil. That would have been perfect. I would have taken anybody. I would have taken Bella Thorne. I would have taken the redhead girl from Shake It Up as April O'Neil. I would have taken Tyler Perry dressed as Medea, dressed as April O'Neil. That would have made a better April O'Neil than Megan Fox. Look, I don't even have to get to Megan Fox. You know, people are gonna be like, oh, they're gonna hate on Megan Fox and say all these bad things about her. I got nothing against her. I'm cool with Megan Fox for what Megan Fox does. She was perfect in Transformers because always she's supposed to be there was eye candy. That was her whole purpose. She had no backstory. They tried to make some backstory like, oh, your dad hijacked cars or some crap and that's why you're a bad girl. Forget that. That was not why she was there. The first scene you see of Megan Fox in Transformers, she's like hunched over the hood of a car working on stuff. That was what she was there for. She was eye candy. She was Shia LaBeouf's girlfriend and she was eye candy for the audience. And that's totally fine. And lots of other movies that she's done, same thing. Totally fine. If you know how to play that part, play it to the hilt. But April O'Neil is not that. Yes, we all thought April O'Neil was sexy. She wore that little yellow suit. She had a big fat boobs for a cartoon character. That was crazy. But the reason why April O'Neil was sexy to a lot of people or why they enjoyed her character is because she was right there with the Turtles. Even though she had no ninja skills except for some of the later things where she learned ninja skills all of a sudden. But that's a whole other story. But, you know, she was a news reporter. She wanted to find the story. She was always about to get that story. I gotta get that story before Vernon. So she was there with the Turtles. Turtles got ninja skills and they're mutants. They're basically super powered beings. And she's just like a regular human hanging out with them, helping them find out where the Shredder is. That's what she was. She was spunky. Megan Fox is not that. No! This would have been a perfect role for a new actress. You want to sit here and watch the movie and you want to believe it. You want to think that that's April O'Neil on the screen. If you see Megan Fox playing April O'Neil, that's what you're going to be thinking the entire time. Megan Fox is just big of a name that you're not going to think of her as April O'Neil when you're watching the movie. You're going to think of her as Megan Fox. The thing that worked about the first Ninja Turtle movies, they got, Judith Hogg or something like that was in the first one, and then like Paige Turco. They were like soap opera or actors or character actresses. They've done stuff before, but they weren't like huge names. So when you watch the movie, you were like, okay, that's April O'Neil. You weren't sitting there going like, oh, hey, that's whatever. You was like, that's April O'Neil. So that's what I like to see. You can't make April O'Neil a celebrity. It's just weird. That was how I felt about Scooby-Doo. When I watched Scooby-Doo, I mean, I thought Matthew Lillard was a great Shaggy. I thought Linda Carlini like completely transformed herself as Velma. But the entire time I was watching Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar, I wasn't thinking that was Fred and Daphne. I was thinking that was Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Although Sarah Michelle Gellar was the voice of April O'Neil in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, the animated movie, and actually, she would have been a better April O'Neil in this than Megan Fox. A wonderful opportunity to focus on the Turtles, but now no one's gonna do that. Everything's gonna be about Megan Fox in this movie. That's all everyone's gonna care about. That's all everyone's gonna talk about, and that's gonna just ruin everything. And again, this is not about Megan Fox. I got nothing against Megan Fox. I'm just talking about the fact of her being cast as April O'Neil. It's a stunt. It's a stunt. They've got so much bad press, and they're like, oh, hey, people like Megan Fox. This is a stunt to make this movie actually make people go watch it. Because this is the thing. If you are making a movie about Ninja Turtles, you are either an adult who remembers the Ninja Turtles from back in the day, so they're like, all right, we got that audience. We got the nostalgia audience. Then you got the kids who are watching the Nickelodeon cartoon right now, so we got that audience. But you know who you don't have? You don't have that middle ground. You don't have those like preteen to teenage, college age students because they're not old enough to remember the old cartoon. They're not young enough to watch the new cartoon. They had the little cartoon in the 90s or the 2000s, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, 2, 3, 4. But they, you know, that wasn't as strong of an impact, and we weren't even getting about next mutation. So those kids, how are we gonna get them in the theaters? Oh, you know what they like? Sex. So let's put Megan Fox as April O'Neil, and then we got everybody. We got the nostalgia, we got the kids, and then we got the teenagers too. That's what this is all about. It's about movie market. It's about selling. This is what Hollywood always does with every single reimagine, remake, franchise, change. That's always what they do. They just go like, well, we gotta sell the movie, so what elements can we put in to get everybody as opposed to just catering to the audience that we know. You get every nostalgia person and you get every kid to watch the Ninja Turtles movie, that's a lot of money. Look at the Ninja Turtles cartoon on Nickelodeon right now. Everyone is loving it because it's taking stuff that we remember from the old cartoon, making references to it, but still making it brand new, still making it entertaining. How can a cartoon do this and a movie can't? This is what happens with any franchise. And it's gonna keep happening. If you think that your precious little franchise has not been touched yet by Hollywood, it's still sacred, give it time, okay? Just give it time. It will be touched. It will happen. You think Hong Kong Phooey is dead? They're gonna figure out a way to make that movie happen. It may not be the one you saw in a little clip, but they'll make it happen. Because the thing is, that's how movies are now. That's how they are. If you wanna make some cash real quick, find a franchise that people somewhat remember, make a movie out of it. And then you cast Megan Fox in it. So, there you go. You want a Ninja Turtles reboot after Ninja Turtles 3 was so bad after all you didn't like the animated movie. You're like, what do you mean the Ninja Turtles movie? Well, here you go. You got it. Michael Bay produced Ninja Turtles movie with April O'Neil as freaking Megan Fox. I can't wait to see who they cast as Casey Jones. I can't wait. Oh, that's going to be great. Now I want to hear from you. Who would you have cast as April O'Neil? It doesn't matter. Because it's going to be Megan Fox. But who would you cast as April O'Neil? And on top of that, they're going to have to cast Casey Jones. So who would you like to see play Casey Jones? Who can save this thing? Basically. Oh, God. Like and favorite this video. Click that subscribe button. I got nothing else to say. Something died today, people. Something died today. My childhood. Michael Bay killed. He stabbed it with Transformers, he twisted the knife with the other Transformers, poured some poison on the wound with the third Transformers, but this time he just basically took a double barrel shotgun. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Matty 5000. I'm gonna go watch the Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles cartoon because it's gonna be leaps and bounds better than whatever this movie is gonna make. Can't wait to see it. Chain chomp. Yomp. Cowabunga. I trusted you, Ninja Turtles. I trusted you. You said in your Coming Out of the Shell album, you can count on us. I don't know if I can count on you anymore. I don't even know if you have pizza power. I don't even know if you go sewer surfing anymore. Keep on, keep on, keep on, skipping stones, skipping stones. The water surrounds me. Oh.